Hello, this is Brian Stoles, Solutions Architect with Notable Solutions. Today I'm going to be presenting the method by which we can modify the AutoStore XLet that gets pushed to a Ricoh MFP, otherwise known by Ricoh as the AutoStore firmware, to enable single sign-on authentication when being passed from either Equitrac Express or Equitrac Office. It's a very simple process. What we're going to do is go into the distributables folder that exists within the AutoStore installation. This path may look familiar to some of you. And within the Ricoh ESA folder, we're going to open the folder labeled Web Image Monitor. We're going to copy the zip file that's in there and paste it back. So we've now got our copy, and we're actually going to rename that as the original. The reason we want to do this is we want to be able to push non-Equitrac authenticated XLets or firmware back to the MFPs. This way we don't have to continually modify files. We're going to take the zip file that exists and we're going to cut it. We're going to go out to our desktop and we're going to paste it there. Now that we've got it on the desktop, we're going to extract it to a folder of its own name, and let's delete that zip file. We're going to open up the folder. There is one file that is not a jar file, which is labeled as a .delp, and we're going to double click to open it and use Notepad to open up that file. We're going to scroll down to the bottom and we're going to highlight and copy this line, argument-m space 60 less than / argument. We're going to copy it, go to the end of that line, hit enter. We're going to repaste it underneath, and we're going to modify, changing the letter M to the letter A and changing the numeric value of 60 to AAA. We're then going to go up, save this file, close it, close the folder, and we're going to go back and we're going to re-zip that file. So now we have an actual zip file once again. We're going to cut that off the desktop. We're going to go back and we're going to place that in our Web Image Monitor folder. This will now allow us to use the Ricoh Device Manager, which is one level up, to push the XLet or firmware to the Ricoh MFP. That's not all that has to be done. The other piece which is required is on the Ricoh MFP, you should already have installed both the PCC firmware as well as the Equitrac Remote Administrative firmware. Once you've got that done and you try to execute the other functions button, which is typically where Java is located, you're presented with a password challenge for PCC configuration. The password is Equitrac. You say OK. Once you're in here, for your external application name, you can put in AutoStore, and for your product ID we're going to use the value that we've already seen before, which is the 339-56098. And what this will do is enable a button on the PCC panel to go directly over to AutoStore. Over in the PCC tab, you're going to turn on the Ricoh AAA authentication, select Save and Exit, and you're done. Any additional information regarding this process can be found on the NSI forums, or please feel free to contact our support on 240-233-2811. Thank you.